The most memorable moment? When the debate turned to foreign policy and the terrorist attacks in Libya.
And there was no demonstration involved. It was a terrorist attack. And it took a long time for that to be told to the American people. Whether there was some misleading or instead whether we just didn't know what happened, I think you have to ask yourself, why didn't we know 5 days later when the ambassador to the United Nations went on TV to say that this was a demonstration? How could we have not known?
Mr. Obama fired back, staring down his opponent.
The day after the attack, Governor, I stood in the Rose Garden and I told the American people and the world that we were going to find out exactly what happened, that this was an act of terror, and I also said that we're going to hunt down those who committed this crime.
And when Mr. Romney tried to challenge the president, he was the one who ended up appearing rattled.
I think it's interesting the president just said something which is that on the day after the attack, he went in the Rose Garden and said that this was an act of terror. That's what I said. You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
In fact, here's what the transcript from that day does have the president saying, quote, "No acts of terror will ever shake the resolve of this great nation." But Romney seemed rattled that the president had used the phrase acts of terror. After the debate, Romney aides insisted that while the phrase was used, the administration spent days misleading the public on what sparked the attack in Benghazi in the first place. Savannah, we know they want to litigate this. The next debate is going to be on foreign policy. But wow, that was an interesting moment.